Okay, ji, thank you very much. Thank you very much for participating, and special thanks for coming on time. Means you people are participating, means that reflects your punctual approach. I wish you all best of luck, because we are going to have, it's not the training session exactly, it's a session where we are all learning. We are all learning from each other. So I am your trainer today for sciences, and we are going to learn how we can execute active learning that is curiosity based, that is inquiry based, and how we can make our learners to effectively learn, apply, and help the society for countering their problems. So we have number of faces that I can recognize them, and I warmly welcome them. And this is the formal start of our session. So what's the slogan here at your screen? What's the slogan here at your screen? Cultivating curiosity. So can any one of you give me a hand? What is cultivating curiosity about? What do you understand by this theme? And then we have got a lower frame as well, and that specifies strategies for inclusive science learning. So we are much focused on that, right? Okay, curiosity. What do you understand by this term curiosity? Anyone? Remember one thing, if you need to learn, if you need to understand, so you need to participate. This is what you demand from your students. And you must not have any fear of right and wrong, because we are humans, we can make mistakes, and only those people make mistakes that make some effort. And once you make mistake, you definitely learn from your mistake. So again, mistake is not a failure, it's a learning pathway for you. It's exactly learning pathway for you. Okay, I'm going with the session here. All right, I would like you people to switch off your mobile phones, or you can put them on silent. And meanwhile, your focus must be towards this learning process. You must all have a pack that must contain 2 puzzles and 3 blank pages. And this pack you should carry with you, because it would be helping you in various ways. So this is a little introduction of me. Some of you people do know me, and the ones who do want to know about me, a little description of me is there at your screen. And these are the few points that you need to be very careful during the session. Means no calls, no smoking. So it's not even allowed in the academic area. Okay, respect each other. Your focus must be maintained. And if somebody needs to move to restroom or washroom, so quietly move out and quietly come back. No need to seek any permission from me. Okay, so here we go with a sort of informal activity. Introduce yourself with a unique adjective that starts with the same letter that starts your name. That starts with the same letter that starts your name. And remember, I would like to add something, that try to add adjective that suits your personality as well. And don't worry, I don't know about you people. So you know yourself well, and everyone. Okay, fine. Okay, so I start with you. Smart Simon, very smart, very smart. Yes, please.
Fantastic Falco.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I recall FICA. I recalled it. Now I did recall.
Active as
Active, Azka.
Kinetic is smart.
Kinetic. Okay, okay. Motivating.
Non-toxic.
What's your name?
Termina.
Non-toxic Temina. You should have, no, toxic Temina. It should be toxic. Okay, you're the one who is left. You're still struggling to sit. Okay, yes, please.
Smart and struggler.
Smart,
And struggler.
smart and struggler. So many.
Truthful Tasir.
Truthful Tasir.
Amazing Asma.
Oh, good. Amazing. Asma. Wonderful.
Strong Sanam.
Strong Sana. Name and strong. Good.
Active Kaina.
Active. No, it does not reflect. Yes, please.
Motivating man.
It's already done. Think another.
Kind Kaina.
Kind, kainat. Keep thinking.
Rare Rabia.
Rare, Rabia. Very rare. Okay, please.
Imaginative Izin.
Imaginative.
Izin.
Oh, good.
Balanced Binesh.
Balanced Vinesh.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Honest Hiba.
Honest Hiba.
Trustworthy Tehniya.
Oh, trustworthy. Well done.
Sportive Sana.
Sportive Sana.
My name is Strategical Zed and Zoological Zed.
Zoology. Oh, well done. Please. Enthusiastic. Name? Oh, please.
Nice Naseem.
Nice Naseem. Wonderful, sir. Sir.
Mind mapper. Mind mapper.
Mind mapper. Good.
Tenacious Talha.
Good. Sir.
Alert.
Alertly. Always alert. Always on toes. Always just looking at the sky.
Lively Fat.
Lively, Fatma. I'll see how much lively you are.
Smiley Fat.
Smile. Good, good. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is just to bring a little light and little life to the room, because we are all colleagues. We are all in the same system, but we are working in different branches. So we must be gelling in order to make activities, in order to make learning sportive and more good. Okay. So here we have the reflections of the day today. Means we have got session 1, that is around 11. And in this first session, we are going to discuss about the key strategies for inclusive science education, learning models, and inquiry-based learning. Then we'll be having a break around 20-30 minutes. But remember one thing, your break will start once the photo is done. So there is a group photo. So right at the break time, you'll be moving downstairs as we will be instructed. So you will be having a group photo, and then whatever you find something to eat and recall your energies. And then we are back in the room. And next, what we are going to have a lab tour. We have a very vast and well-equipped lab downstairs, and I have set something for you people over there. So then we'll be discussing about experiential learning and understanding STEM versus STEAM. So we will be going. So key strategies that are very much required, very much implementable for inclusive science education, for inclusive science learning. Okay, can any one of you try to add something here? So what do you understand by the term inclusive learning? Sir?
Make it more accessible for all.
Made it more accessible, good. And more. Why we need it? Why we need it?
Sir, may I?
Let her complete first.
Much more critical thinking.
Means it involves much more critical thinking. What sort of critical approach? Positive or negative? Positive, good. Yes.
Everyone should feel invited and inclusive.
Everyone should feel invited and inclusive. So he had already summed it up. Sir Naseem.
Innovative thinking.
Innovative thinking, good. And this is only possible when we are going with the critical approach. Okay. Yes. Sir, you wanted to.
Making classroom more engaging.
More engaging, and this is the essence of this inclusive learning. Okay. So the first approach that we have, differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction. Adjust content, learning processes, and assess methods to accommodate diverse student abilities. So differentiated instructions. Is there anything to be added for that, please? Okay. Differentiated instruction. Yes. Who is getting the idea from this?
Not everyone can understand the same statement. Everyone has different perception.
So we should try to mend our structure our sentences so that every people can understand.
Okay, nice attempt, nice attempt. Anyone else? Differentiated. What do we understand by the word differentiated? And you are science people.
According to the level of the student.
According to the level of the students. Okay.
Focusing on the slow learners.
Focusing on the slow learners. Good, good.
Students are of different learning abilities. Essential learning approach is required for that, and for getting that, we need differentiated instructions to different.
Okay, fine, nice attempt, please.
Making it natural for every level and for every kind of a child.
Okay, fine. Okay, differentiated means specific, very well clear, very well understandable. So it could be about your suspect, your subject, that is the student you are going to teach. And as you people said very wisely, that focused on the slow learners are focused on the good perceptions one. So means you are very much targeted. But it's not only the student, it's also about the concept you have to deliver. It is about that concept as well. That what concept and how that concept has to be added into the brains of these learners. So this is important here. Okay. Any example that can be quoted here? Any example? Yes, for differentiated approach.
Yes.
For example, sometimes we deliver lecture by ourselves, but sometimes we use laptops or
You deliver lectures yourself and sometimes you use laptops.
laptop. I mean, multimedia.
Okay.
Something like
Can anyone else refine this, because she has the idea but she is not able to compile up, but that idea could be refined. Let her come first.
So using practical approach so that all the students can understand the concept that we're about to.
Practical approach, good. That could be added, right? And yes,
Like for if I am going to take the topic of states of the matter task, I'm going to start with the brainstorming technique and the idea that is actually mentioned. They will put the students which will be adapted to learn by only the diagram and my explanation, but there would be some other students as well who are not going to learn them. For that, I'm going to have some different approach, like by using some kind of a worksheets or a 3D models. And I can ask them to just organize to learn the key concepts of the arrangement of the part.
well done, highly appreciated. Good, good, well done. Thank you very much. Now, Universal Design for Learning, UDL. It's not a company abbreviation, so it's Universal Design for Learning. So use a flexible teaching framework that provides multiple ways for students to engage, understand, and demonstrate learning via visuals, hands-on tasks, written or oral formats, and interactive media. Okay, so this flexible approach is actually very much needed by the students, and it's well applicable towards sciences. Because in science, we have got, earlier we were discussing about 3 major domains, physics, chemistry, and biology. But we have got 2 more domains added to that, even though they are the blend of the physics and the chemistry, earth sciences and space sciences. So we have got 5 major domains that we discuss under the same curtain, under the same umbrella, that is the sciences. But every domain has got different topics, different concepts, and each concept is having subtopics as well. And not all can be taught in the same way. So you have to be flexible, flexible in delivering your lecture. You have to be flexible in finding the teaching strategy. You have to be flexible, particularly while you are going for a follow-up during the session and after the session, means during the mid-session or even after the session when you are executing plenary. So in that case, you can go with the various flexible approaches. And these approaches could be executed considering the topic, considering the domain within the sciences. So what you are going to get from the learners, so you can go with the flexible approaches. Good. Inquiry-based and collaborative learning. So these are the 2 different things, but this learning is enhanced when these 2 stages are in these 2 fields are discussed collectively. They are added collectively. Okay. Inquiry-based learning, we'll be having this specifically discussed as well later. So inquiry-based learning. Who is the silent observer here?
Ask questions about the topic.
Asking questions about the topic. Good. Open for the students. Good. Yes.
Students will be
Silent observer. One is in grid.
It is putting ideas in child's mind and answering that questions.
Okay. And who was trying to add up here from your bench?
Open-ended questions.
Open-ended questions should be there. Okay. And what do you understand by the term collaborative learning?
Peer work or group work.
Okay. Any project or any lab work or any class activity, any assignment, so that could be done on the teamwork, on the team. Why is it important? Why teamwork is important, particularly when we talk about sciences? Why is it important? Okay, sir.
Relate the topic with the daily life to make the student more clear about the topic.
Okay. Agreed. But collaborative learning, I would say something very simple when we talk about that. One is always a one, and when there are two, so we have got 11 brains around. So multiple brains, multiple brainstorming, more refined, more accurate ideas, and more implementable ideas are coming out of it. Remember, the science has got changed now. And what I am, we have got Sir Ali Tahir with us, and he is the career counselor with us as well. And he has got a good learning approach towards environmental sciences. He's a good teacher of it. And he is supporting the kids to get admission to the various national and global universities. And he will be there to second me that in upcoming few years, we won't be having these degrees like BS, Masters, MPhil, these like degrees, they won't be there. But skill-based certification programs will be there, and even in your Pakistan. You will find Zikri University, Women University, they are going to provide you with the skill-based knowledge, with the skill-based education, not the, you can say, orthodox degree program, certification programs. Why? Why they are going after this? Why? Because globalization, through this internet, through this online media, through this social media, and your access to the prestigious institutions abroad, they have entirely changed the learning dynamics, and the science is going totally different from now what it is today. Why? Because even the science is not the same. Now they're saying no need to make them memorize the concept. Let them learn, let them understand, let them apply, and let them explore further within that application, within that concept. Why? Because this concept is useless if it is not used to provide sport to the human life. And that sport could be healthy life, that sport could be luxurious life, that could be a sustaining life. Okay, so this is one thing. Now, a few years back, Pakistan has launched its space satellite in the space, and what it is for? To keep a check over Pakistan's topography, Pakistan area, and where the glaciers are melting, where the means now we can manage to reduce the disastrous impacts of floods or other natural disasters, because we have got our satellite orbiting around the earth, orbiting around Pakistan, so looking at each and everything. So I hope in the coming years we'll be having less destructions due to these floods as we have been experiencing so far. So universal design is always encouraging exploration, and exploration, you might be remembering the child when you buy him or her a toy, and next day you could find if it's a doll, so legs or arms are scattered somewhere in the room, and if it's a toy car, so wheels would be somewhere else, motor would be in the hand of the child. But it's not the destructive activity, it's a constructive activity. They are trying to learn out of it, that how does it work. So we consider it destruction, but actually they are the raw children, they are the raw persons. So they are trying to learn on their own. They're trying to learn on their own. But Switzerland, Japan, certain Scandinavian countries, they do not want their children to just break open their cars. They themselves sit with them, break open, and then reconstruct it. So they are delivering that knowledge. Okay, fine. So moving with, okay, use of varied teaching methods. Okay, Integrate diverse modes of learning. Direct instruction, that is a simple lecture method. We come to the board, we just write, we just draw, we just label, and we just make the students to note down, to reproduce immediately as their classwork. Or it could be experiments that we are taking them to the lab, or we are conducting any experimentation within the class. But again, the class levels we are dealing, particularly till O levels, we do not want the students to exercise experiments himself, because we know the potential threats, we understand their complexity, they don't. So they may commit any mistake. Even you are explaining them, you are guiding them at your best, but still they are capable of making some mistake. So that's why you avoid it. But in A levels, they definitely perform the experiments by themselves, because it's their learning approach. Okay. So then we have got visual aids. An example is right in front of you. And digital tools that you are having in your mobiles, number of apps are there, and apps to access various subjects, various academies, various institutions. But at the same time, this tool is helping you to engage in various activities through certain apps, through certain software programs. Inclusive language and role model. Okay, tell me one thing. Does language have any role in science teaching, science learning? Any serious role? Do you people agree with this? It means English or Urdu, particularly English. Does it have any serious role in science learning, science teaching? No. Who else says no? The ones who say no, raise your arms. Raise your arms. Only one no, second no, third no, fifth, sixth. I counted you two. Okay, thank you.
Language does matter because
Language does matter. I agree. I agree. Pakistan Zindabad. She's wearing green, so Pakistan Zindabad 2 दिन पहले. Okay. एक और भी पाकिस्तान उधर बैठा हुआ. Okay, वो थोड़ा scattered नजर आ रहा है, multiple prints हैं. Okay जी. Language does matter. We science teachers must remember one thing: the books we are guiding through, they're all written in English. And what institution we are a part of? Bloomfield Hall. So we prefer spoken English, because we need to speak, we need to communicate with the students, we need to make a bridge between students and the concept written in the book. And it's English, very important. And the most important thing, when the students are going to reproduce the concepts, or they are going to discuss their applications, or they are going to discuss about various explorative ideas, or they are going to debate for the creativity or for the critical approach. So they have to reproduce in English. So if their vocabulary is not good, if their language skills are not good, they cannot meet up the grammar needs. So they are at failure. Whatever the knowledge they do have, they cannot present it. And once they cannot present it, it means they are at failure. So why they should be at failure? They shouldn't be. It's very important. And certainly in certain areas, particularly when we talk about biology, so we say there are certain descriptive answers. If the sentence structure is not good, so they are going to lose marks. They won't be able to win those marks, because the examiners, while reading that statement, would get different idea, would not be getting the idea. So ultimately, again. But as far as the write-up is concerned, they are writing small, or they are writing large, or they are writing more jalebi-like, or they are writing very much simple, straight. So it is having a secondary issue. And I normally say to my students that your written script must be easily readable and easily understandable by the examiner. But if he is coming to the review of the answer, so he'll be coming with a more critical approach. Now he won't be sparing you for any wrong full stop or any wrong comma. I'm just coming to Urdu. 4 words are there. Roko, mat, jane, do. 4 words are there. Now the placement of comma adds a pause to the sentence. And roko, mat jane do. Roko mat jane do. So the meaning is entirely changed. Words are the same. So the placement of a little comma or a placement of a pause is entirely changing the meaning. I would request to put them on silent. Okay, thank you. So Language does have a role, and a very serious role. If the student is not able to understand the question, he won't be able to answer it. If the student is having a lot of knowledge, very well prepared, but unable to express in his own words, again, he is or she is at a failure. But actually, students are at failure, but we are also at failure because we are guiding them, and it's our flaw here. Okay. Hands-on and real-world connections. Use tangible experiences like experiments, simulations, or local environmental examples to make science relevant. I told you earlier a few minutes ago that now science is dealing with your everyday life. Science has to ease you out. Science has to help you in certain crises, certain circumstances. So it won't be taken simply a concept. Now it is, that's why we are focusing then toward STEAM and STEM. We'll be discussing that. Alternative assessments, okay, offer creative assessment options beyond tests, okay, such as podcasts, blogs, storytelling, citizen science or media projects, something like that. Podcast, storytelling, and media projects. So this is something new. And why we are adding it? But I haven't added AI, I haven't added ChatGPT. Why? Because it does your brain. It does your brain. In the past, not very far, means 15, 20 years back, the people were more concerned with the simple calculations rather than using calculators. They were using their brains. And now we cannot even count 20 plus 15. We can't say it, it's 35. We immediately get calculator from mobiles, or if we have calculator. So use of gadgets, use of sportive skills, actually does your brain. Your brainstorming is gone. And that's what happens with your students. Apparently, we say that students are multi-talented. No doubt, they could be multi-talented, but they are just using the apps. They are just using resources, given resources. They are not using their brains. Nowadays, students just simply write a topic to the ChatGPT, and if it's 400 words prose, so ChatGPT immediately gives them. But ChatGPT would not be giving them more than 10 options. Means same options are there with the word or statement change, and again everything is same. And it's the logarithm that has been designed by the man, so that has got limitations. We should not rely over it. Okay, even though there are certain areas that it might have helped certain people, but still I say it shouldn't be there. Okay, accessible materials and assistive tech. Provide materials in accessible formats like audio, caption videos, tactile or visual aids, and utilize assistive technologies from low-tech organizer to high-tech speech to text tool. Okay, you already have in your mobiles that now you can simply speak and it can put in words, right? Sometimes that Siri or that Google, whatever the names are there with the mobiles, means in Apple I think it's Siri, and in Google, hi Google, and this Google auntie does very trouble to sometimes while we are following the map. Okay, so right, so there are many things now you can do, but still again it's your own involvement, it's your own, and this is what we can add to the students. Oh my God, what's this? Just unscrambled. You can have a page 1 in your given pack. Okay, and how much time you should be having? I'll give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You don't have? I must be having some. Okay, can you please help me these extra sets? Okay. Okay. Who else is not having? Anyone else who does not have this pack? You have 5 minutes. 20 seconds are already gone. You have it? I can't help either. Okay, you can ask your mates. I don't have on the desk. Okay. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, and you are left with 4 minutes 30 seconds. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Good, 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 good. Four minutes left. Done, sir. Good. Well done. That's the benefit of being senior. And this is also very easy. Okay, you have the time. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. It's individual because it's given, but I think you can share. You can share your words, your ideas, but it's an individual activity. Today I'm much focused on the individual activities rather than, okay. Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Girls and boys. Boys are in minority. It's not allowed. Afterwards, it would be with you, not at present. Okay. Last minute. Last minute. Hurry up, 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 hurry up. Done.
Sir, form 5 has you.
Okay, here we have the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold your pens. Hold your pens. Just neck up and relax. Have 3 deep breaths. Yeah. Sigh off. Okay, let's see what you have done. Now it's a time for self-evaluation, and you have to be very truthful. I don't want any person saying, "Oh yes, I had already written all these, sir." Okay.
I was about to write this.
Yeah, well, this is another approach. Okay. Now check whether these words are there on your page. Are these words at your page? So physiotherapy. Is there any physiotherapy here? No. So check those spellings, check those letters, whether they are for physiotherapy or physical properties. Okay. Okay. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Just check your scores. Okay. Okay, now the ones who have scored 15, no one. Okay, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all cheated together? Okay, that bench is marvelous. That bench is marvelous. Okay, and okay, 13. 1, 2, only 2. 12. So many. Good. Good, good, good. 11. Good. 10. Okay, what should be the percentage success that is applicable or that is acceptable here? Percentage success.
50%.
50%. No, it shouldn't be. I would say not less than 60%. So if you're scoring less, consider it a bit. Okay, fine. I hope no one is having. Okay. The learning models and the various learning models are actually mentioned here. The walk model, Cobb's learning cycle, Cobb's 4 learning styles, Honey and Muffin, Fielder, Silverman, and Gardner's multiple intelligences. Now we are focused. We are just going to have a glance of it. Okay. So, the first of all, walk model. So visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. Okay, and reading, again, it could be added into auditory. And writing, it could be added into visual as well. Okay, and kinesthetic. What do you understand by the word kinesthetic? Kinesthetic. Sir.
It would be a synergistic approach to experimentation and theory being carried out.
Oh, very wisely summed up. Good. I appreciate. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Kinesthetic. Coming to the simple ones, we have got a bottle here. Okay. So by simply observing, you can say it might be having water inside, but you're not sure. Why? Because transparent liquid is inside, and it's not necessary that transparent liquid should be water. But what makes you confident? That's its labels, right? And some sweating you can see over this bottle. But what's the temperature of the water? You will touch it and then you will tell it. Okay, so this is kinesthetic. And I normally use words that थप्पड़ की इंटेंसिटी और अम्मा का एक्सप्रेशन डिफाइन करता है. ये क्यों पढ़ा? ठीक है. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, then we are moving towards next Cobb's learning cycle. So that is based on these 4 elements: concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. And description is all there. So means actively engaging in a new familiar situation. So reflecting on the experience, observing what happened and why. Interpreting reflections to form theories, ideas are general principles. And applying new ideas in action, testing and refining them. So means these are the areas that was given by this Cobb's learning cycle model. And again, we are still engaged with the Cobb's. Now, these are 4 learning styles that are normally used. Diverger style means concrete experience plus reflective observations. Imaginative thinkers thrive on brainstorming and multiple perspectives. So this is about the people who are actually divergers. And then we have got assimilator, right? We have got convergers and we have got accommodator. And their description is also there. Means you can see that how these people actually could be. Fine. Then we've got this honey and muffled model. Means we have activists among the students, we have got reflectors among the students, we have got theorists among the students, and we have got pragmatists among the students. Means the activists learn best through the direct experience. So they enjoy new challenges and are open-minded, thriving situations that involve problem solving. This is what actually science is about. A reflector prefer to observe and think about experiences from different perspectives. And theorists like to understand and underlying principles and theories behind their actions. And when we come to the last one, so keen on applying ideas in practical way. This is what STEM and STEAM are. Okay. Okay, Felder-Silverman framework, a framework commonly used in engineering education that categorizes learners across the dimensions like active or reflective. Means there is a very narrow margin between the two. Active persons are mostly reflectors. means they are going to add their attributes towards that concept, towards the application of that concept. Then we have got sensing, intuitive, and then we have got visual, verbal, and sequential are global. Means global means generalized one, sequential means step by step and focused approach on one concept. This is the Gardner multiple intelligence, and this cycle is actually revolving all that. Music smart, body smart, people smart, word smart, logic smart, and here we go with the description. So linguistic intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence. There are certain people who are very good at maths, so you would be having students in your class, they would be very good in mathematical calculations, but they would be weak in theory, they could be weak in memorizing things. Okay, then we have got bodily kinesthetic, means involves directly, physically, means they are jumping themselves into the situations to learn from out of it. Interpersonal intelligence means learning from the people, sitting together, getting ideas from others, and then practically implementing those ideas, but ideas are from the mates, right? And then we have got, means these all Gartner's multiple intelligence models are there, and you can find in your classes. It's very difficult to figure out in the early classes, like classes 1, 2, 3, 4, but as the students are moving above 4, so till class 7, till class 8, you can figure out their strengths. And every single child would be reflecting any one of this intelligence. Again, what's going on? Your trainer is very cruel, making you. Okay, Ji. Yes. You have got time. How much time? I shouldn't be giving you 3 minutes time. 5 minutes, not more than 5. Hurry up.
Clock checks very fast.
Yeah, I know that, and I have designed it that way. Oh, you haven't been doing it earlier? There were some instructions, some guideline in the previous, but now guidelines are already added, not specifically told. Okay. You have to figure out what it could be. Now you people are in serious trouble. You people are in serious trouble. Good. Okay, I'll give you a relief here. As these pages would accompany you to your homes, you can sit at home or even your break time. If you don't like a cup of tea or if you don't like any snacks, then you can continue with these snakes here. Okay, so you can complete it afterwards. We'll be discussing afterwards. Okay, now we move on with, but remember one thing, in the previous one, you were already given some instruction and that was a bit simpler. Means your brainstorming was just to rearrange the letters to come. But here something you have to think, you have to focus, right? So this is actually the level of complexity that should move on with your lessons. Means you have to start with the easy ones so that the students must take interest, and then you have to move on with a spiral but complexity level. Means what we say, the mastery level. Okay, inquiry-based learning, student-centered, teacher-centered. Means one is the teacher-centered inquiry-based learning and one is the student-centered inquiry-based learning. What's the difference between the two? We are talking about inquiry. Because our slogan is curiosity, cultivating curiosity. Teacher is asking the questions, and who has to respond? Student have to respond. Okay, and in that student-centered, okay, which one is most effective? Why? Why? It can be teacher-centered, okay. But actually, in both cases, in both inquiry-based learnings, the primary focus and the ultimate focus is the student, is the learner. But in case of student-centered inquiry-based learning, student is asking you the questions. And you are, as being teachers, you are supposed to respond them. And it's effective. Why? Because student has asked you the question and he is ready to listen to your response. He is ready there. He is attentive. He is concentrating to gain response from you. And it's you to responding them. So it won't affect you, but it would affect positively to the students. Why? Because his learning approach is increasing, strengthening. And we are coming up, questioning itself is an art that we must learn and we must teach our students how to question, when to question. So this is very important. Means teacher can ask question in the beginning of the lesson, in the middle, or in the end. In the beginning, to observe, to know about any prior knowledge of the concept. During the session, to see whether the students are learning or not. In the end, whether the students have learned it, understood it, and are able to apply it or not. Okay, but the student is asking you the question for means to explore more, to get rid of the misconceptions, to further evolve in understanding. So means student is also asking you the question. But when you are responding them, so he is keen to get that response, understand that response. But remember one thing, as there are different types of questions, means open-ended questions are there, multi-channeled questions are there. Open-ended questions means they can have either response, okay, or you can have multi-channeled or multi-routed questions, means question can be linking up to various areas. For example, I'll just give one example to you people that is summarizing the both. I'm just reciting a sentence in front of you people, and that sentence is you have to tell me first whether it's right or wrong. Then afterwards we'll see. Carbon dioxide is produced in photosynthesis. I repeat, carbon dioxide is produced in photosynthesis. Okay. Okay, the ones who say I'm wrong, raise your arms. And ones who say I'm right. Okay, fine. Still, a few people believe me. Good. Thank you very much. But if you say it's wrong, you have to make it correct. But you can replace only one word. Okay? Oxygen is produced. Okay. I say no, carbon dioxide is my friend. You cannot get rid of it. You cannot replace it. Consumed. Consumed or used. So means produced is replaced with used or consumed. Okay. I say no need to change produce. Then.
Carbon dioxide is produced during respiration. Respiration.
In respiration. Because now you're changing two words. Okay. So means a single word replacement alters the meaning. Now within the same sentence, you have given them clue of respiration. You have given them clue of photosynthesis. You have given them clue of the utility of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Got it? Yes.
Such type of the multi-channel questions are actually, as a teacher, we used to encounter in science exam when true false are given and they used to ask correct the statement. Many of the students used to are going to change the consume or produce and other are going to change the actual process.
Actually, it is helping the students in a way that every single student is responding indifferently. Somebody is changing respiration with photosynthesis. Someone would be changing you produced with the used or you produced with the consumed. Somebody might be changing like carbon dioxide with oxygen. So you have to, I have just given you an example. That means you have to accept it, accept the answer. Even though that you might have framed one correction, but all these are correct. So you have to accept it. And if you discourage them, they won't participate. Okay. Now we are almost to the break session, but before going to the break, I must remind you that when I'll tell you people, we are moving downstairs for the picture, for the group photo of the session, and then in lab, we are going to work a bit smartly. Okay. In lab, I have set 3 traps for you. 3 traps for you. Okay. But one is separating mixtures of sand, salt, and iron chunks. Okay. That you will be practically doing that. One is finding time period using pendulum. That is all set there. And the third is find the change in length. Find change in bending angles using protractor. Okay. So these 3 simple experimentations are all set in the lab. We'll be moving in the lab later. But after your break is ended at 11:25, you must be here. Then we'll rush towards the lab altogether. Okay. And there is another trap in the lab, but I won't tell you right now. I won't tell you right now. We'll be doing it later. Okay. So let's have let's have a break here. And it's your luck.